We're here at the one-to-one oil and gas investment conference in London with Melbana Energy. Can you give us a brief introduction to the company?
Thank you, I'd like to. We're an Australian listed company, have been for about 20 years. What we've done over the last couple of years particularly is reduce our portfolio of projects down to 4 that are high impact, near-term catalysts for a significant re-rating in the business.
And which of your projects is your core focus at the moment?
Well, we have 2 that are particularly interesting to ourselves and our shareholders. One is onshore Cuba, where we've been successful in gaining a block that has a prospective recoverable resource of 800 million barrels, world-class by any standard, with previous wells and oil fields to give it a high confidence relative to a rank exploration block. And we've just announced a farm-out deal with a Chinese group, an oilfield services and drilling company that is going to come in and fully fund the drilling of those wells. So we're very excited to see what happens. First one is April of next year. So the next 18 months is going to be a very exciting time for that project.
And what's it like operating in Cuba?
It is quite advanced. It's a very prolific hydrocarbon zone. They have a great importance placed on their oil sector, not only for their domestic needs because their oil fires all of their electricity in Cuba, but also because it earns them foreign exchange. So the government's department and the national oil company is very sophisticated in their understanding and operation of the oil sector. It's a pleasure doing business with them, quite frankly.
So the next couple of years is going to be a busy period for the company?
I hope so. Well, we've got that project. We also have one in Australia. We did a transaction with France's Total and Australia's Santos in December of last year on that project. They've just already completed the seismic shoot, and I believe there's a great prospect that they'll be moving to drilling a well in it in early 2020. That's another massive offshore structure in shallow water near to infrastructure, for which we're fully carried for again. So our shareholders have a funded look at some massive projects over the next 18 months.
So what's the core message you're trying to get across to investors at one-to-one?
Well, being an Australian company in oil and gas is a bit like being the ugly stepsister. You know, we're well known as mineral mining country, but being a small oil and gas company with projects as big as ours, it's very hard to get the attention, especially for a company that is fully carried by large international partners. So we like coming to London. It's a better market for oil and gas, and we're hoping to grow to being big enough to having a presence on the exchange here. In the meantime, we're Australian listed, we're cheap, we have good projects. We'd like to have people take some attention and take a position in us now in anticipation of those years ahead.
So how's the one-to-one conference been so far?
Well, it's only early days. It's not the first time I've been to it though, and I enjoy the format. Good. You get a chance to meet more broadly, more intensively people that you may not otherwise get to talk to. So it's worth our time.
Well, great to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.